we're going to start by working on this piece here. I'm going to cut this from a piece of 5/8 diameter round stock. I'm going to start by drilling the 3/32 hole. Then I'll turn down that little shoulder which protrudes 3/64, which converts to 47 thousandths of an inch. And then I'll lay out for these holes here, and that's 103 degrees, but they give you some dimensions. I don't know if you could see there, it's 5/64 offset from the 5/16 mark here. So I'm thinking maybe I can do that in the milling machine. I could put the piece in vertically and drill those. And all right, let's start on the lathe and get going. Just make sure you guys are in focus here. I just want to bring you one thing to everyone's attention here. Get everything in focus again. Okay, so I gotta make two of these. Well, two arms very similar. It's gonna be the same diameter shaft going through and the same offset for the linkage. So I drilled that hole deep enough that I can make this piece, and after I make that piece, part it off and then have the room for the other piece to be made. And I'm thinking that way I'll have the exact same distance for this hole here. I'll show you when we get to the part where we drill those holes. So. Alright, so what I did was I got this clamped in the mill. I centered this both directions so that this drill bit slips right through there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the work in the Y direction 5/16 of an inch out. I got my little baby center drill in there. I'll just hit that with a spot and then come back, drill that with a 1/16 of an inch drill bit, and I'm going to drill that deep enough. Like I said before, I'm going to get two pieces out of this, but the second piece will only have one ear on it. Then I'll come back, offset it, and then move it in the X direction. 5/16, and that'll also be down from center 5/64. So all right, let's get rolling here. just gonna part this off now. I just gotta find it amongst the swath under here. Well, I'll bring you back when I find it. Alright, so I laid out some of the lines here, and I just lined up a drill bit and just kind of scribed around there, but I'll fine tune that with a file. This is all going to be handwork here, so I'm just going to take a hacksaw, cut this out, and kind of get some of the excess material off. And like I say, the rest is going to be a lot of file work. So. I don't want to get too close with the hacksaw. Like I say, it's brass, it'll file nice and easily. Okay. Okay, I'll file this down to the line and start working on the radius. Alright, so I got most of this filed out on the inside part. Now the outside, I'm going to use my belt sander and take that down. Alright, so here's the valve linkage. It's all silver soldered together. Yeah, these are some tiny things. There's that screw in there. So, alright. Alright, well, we'll continue along. Got a few more of these little tiny pieces to work on, and well, every piece done is a piece closer to getting finished. So, alright, well, hope you guys continue to join me while I build the pieces to make this little steam engine. See you guys real soon. Thanks for watching.